Okay, day 4 of the 30-day challenge to be a better provider. I'm going to talk about sex and to not be good enough. But first I want to do a quick recap of the practical things and the commitment that I'm doing. So now we're doing the video, so that's going to be a check, right? But then we start in the morning, getting up at 5, it's getting fun, it's really magnificent, because I want to tell you that I've been doing a lot of early mornings in my days, and I have had an intention to get up at 5, so many times. But it's been an intention, not a commitment, and it's so powerful to do this shift, like it's just the whole world. So before I've been having the intention going up at 5 many times, but what is happening is that it depends on when I go to bed, and like important things are happening in the evening and I prioritize that, and then maybe it becomes 5:30, maybe it becomes 6, but it's often about 5. But now it's like the third day I get up at 5 and it's really clear, so it makes me go to bed much earlier, and that just set up a much more like success routine. So usually when I have this 5 a.m. commitment, I'm getting more and more tired because I don't go to bed early enough, and I need a lot of power naps and feel kind of low. But now it's not like that at all. With the workout this morning was really good. It was much higher intensity, more sweat, the body feels great, and yeah, that's cool. And yesterday I was studying some videos of how to create different alternatives to develop passive income, and that's important for me to get the money time freedom, so I can choose what to do, where to do it, and how to relate to my family. And the goal is to never have to choose between time and money and having to do things, but wanting to do things, make all decisions by choice basically. So before getting to the sex part, then I want to share about an experience yesterday. So I'm doing this to be able to provide, and one way is, of course, is to financially, it's to be time, have the time, but it's also to provide when it comes to the presence. And I want to share a very challenging moment for myself yesterday, and that was with my daughter Nora. She's 4 years old, and she's triggering me quite a lot. Like for years she's been doing that, and it gives me great opportunity to grow. And usually, like when she's triggering me, it's when I'm not in connection with myself, and it's of course not right to say that she's triggering me. It's I'm allowing her to push buttons on me that sometimes don't even exist, because I'm in deep connection with myself. But yesterday it was something that I wanted to get something done. It was like after dinner, and we should go and brush teeth, and she just want to play and she want to do all these kind of things, and I'm not really present. So I'm like projecting, saying that we should do this because it's important. I didn't take the time to connect to her. I didn't show up like with my heart in her heart. I knew intellectually that she wanted something, and but I wanted something else, and I made that more important. And what happened in this moment is really that I don't think that she's okay anymore. I think that she's wrong. I think that she did something wrong. And it's so subtle, it's this thing that I don't feel, that I act out of her biggest self-interest. I don't know, come to her with love, I come to her with demands, I come to her and say you should do this, I come with her with a pushiness, and she feels that, and she's making the thing bigger, of course. She feels that she's triggering me, she feels that she's challenging me, and it's just expands basically. So I was very present in that moment, but I could not reverse it. I could make it smaller, I didn't take it out on her, I didn't like blow up, but it was clear that I did not serve her in the way that I wanted. And it basically sucks. Like it creates so much pain inside of me, because I know that I'm projecting my pain into her. She takes this in, and the belief that I have is basically coming from that I'm not I need to satisfy my need with something external, and then I come to her with that idea, and she connects to that, and she will start to believe that also. That's what I think. And I want to show you this super powerful model that is very relevant in this case. There are like this quadrant is Petra Palmkrantz Lindgren. She has an awesome book called Med känsla för barns självkänsla. I don't know if it's translated, but it's super powerful. So in all situations, all relationship, we are one of these 4. So it's me and it's you. So either I'm okay or I'm not okay. And either I think you're okay or I think you're not okay. So it's always one of these four. So we can be in one of these four boxes. So the best places to be is that I think I'm okay and I think you're okay. It's a place of respect. It's a place of honoring. Or we can be in a space of that I don't think I am okay, but I think you're okay. Or a space that you're not okay, but I'm okay. Or the space that I'm not okay and you're not okay. And what is really happening to me and her often is that we're in a space where we're both okay. Usually we don't have to do anything. And then we come to a space where I want to create something, I want to get something done, and I'm not present. And then we come to a space when she doesn't want to follow me. And then we come to a space that I think I'm okay, but she's not okay. And when I identify that, I end up in a space that I'm not okay either because I judge her. So then we're in a space where I judge myself and I judge her. And it's a space of pain. And what comes after that is hopefully that I can feel that I get this and I can understand myself and I understand her. And sometimes that comes after, a fight, but sometimes it comes through me taking some breath and actually realizing it's just like a mind fuck. And then I can come back to say that I'm okay, and then that she is okay, and then we're both okay. And this is just magical what happens when she's having a breakout, when she's angry, and I think that I'm okay and she's okay. Like how I can just switch her off by my lovingly presence. Like it's super powerful, and that's really one of the reasons I'm doing this commitment to be able to hold her when she's frustrated, as children are, for sometimes no very special reason, but just hold her and love her for the one person she is, no matter if I think something else. So this box is so cool. Yeah. So do you have any, like, how do you experience your life with your kids or your partner? Are you dancing around in these fields? What's your pattern? Like I go here, here, and then here usually. Okay, thank you. This is a long video, and finally I want to talk about sex. So this is the fun part. A bit scared to talk about sex here. So it is of course a very long story of me and my wife. We've been together for 7 years, and I will tell the whole story now. Basically, we have 2 kids, and in the child years, it's challenging, like lack of sleep and lack of body connection. And my wife, she's been more in the space of breastfeeding and doing these things, and I've been wanting much more sex than she has. And basically, I've been the one that's driving, like, let's have sex, and she's been hesitant and resisting, and it's been creating a lot of imbalance in our relationship. And the past, maybe 3 months ago, we made a huge shift, and we said, let's both take responsibility for this, and let's both put attention to this, to hold this energy in our lives. And that made a huge shift for us. And what happened then was that I don't feel that I need to, get her into it. But we recognize that there is something that we both need and honor that, even though sometimes there can be distractions or whatever it is. Still, my need is often need and desire is bigger, but we can really hold and acknowledge each other for this. And I want to share like a very, very beautiful moment yesterday that I'm super touched with, and that's we come to a space where we like have nights where it's like, tonight let's make love. And the idea is that we put ourselves, both are responsible for ourselves, to put ourselves in a space where we're willing to give ourselves and willing to receive the other in the best possible way. Not in a special way, but to really come like, I'm here, I want to show up, I want to create intimacy together. And that's very beautiful. And yesterday we came into this room with that intention, but then my wife said like, I like, it feels weird that we're just gonna come in here and now I'm gonna do this, and then like feel all these expectations. And she's like, can we do something to like get to sign of connection, let's do something outside of this room so we don't just get here and get it done, kind of thing. That's not usually how it is, but it's this, old trigger, old pattern. And then we stood up and we started to sharing, and we connected to our hearts. And the question was like, I asked her and I asked myself to connect to my heart and ask, what do I want to give? And before that, actually, I told her, and this for me is really magical. I'm really, really grateful for this. And I told her that I did not want you. I did not want you. If you, I want you. I want all of you. And if you don't want to be here fully, you know, if you don't want to give yourself to me fully, I do not want you. I love you, but that's not the thing I want. I desire you. I desire your beauty. I desire your embrace, your beauty. That's what I want, and I will not settle for less. And if you're not willing to give you, it's no problem. Really, like that. For me, that's before that's been a problem. You know, I've been happy to get laid, but I don't feel like that anymore. It's like not alive. Sometimes it is, but just hold that I want all of you, and if you don't feel you have it, I love you, and we bring it out, you know, some other day, and it's all good. So we connect our hearts and see what can I give, what is inspiring me that I want to give to you. And what happens then is that instead of we coming like empty vessels to each other, like help fill me up, you know, I'm not good enough, I struggles, then we come to each other with abundance already. I come to her with abundance, with holding, with energy, with direction, and she would comes with abundance and overflow in her. And whatever happens then is history. I will not go into any details, but just this shift in the dynamics of the sexual expectation and intention and appreciation, it's pure gold. And for me, this is really a way of how I want to show up for myself in the world as a man and to her. So I'm super grateful to elevate this state and you know, have the faith in me and faith in her that we can bring greatness and beauty to each other. Yeah. So I feel very grateful and proud that I could provide for her, for myself in that beautiful way. So yeah, that's day 4 end. I wish you beauty and holding and grace.